travelled to London, and we played London City obviously first part of the season, and I thought they were a really decent setup, and they posed us loads of problems, particularly second half, but we pretty much shut up shop and made it really difficult for them. If I'm being honest, probably a draw may have been a fairer result, but that said, I wasn't going to turn down the opportunity to pick up points at home, and that kind of kickstart our run, I think. So I expect a really tough encounter, like any team in our league, and I know that they can play good football, but we're a little bit more wiser to what they've got to offer, and I think that the girls are in good form, and whilst we may not have had games in order to have the match fitness as such, what it has afforded us to do is concentrate on training, be really particular with what we're trying to get from training, and obviously try and retain a clean bill of health as much as possible in the current climate. So I think just a game is going to be a good start for us.
It's a long trip, of course, down to London. Does that make it kind of any tougher knowing that we've got that as well to come?
Well, no, I think every team enjoys travelling to a degree. It builds morale and camaraderie amongst the staff and players, because you're so working socially distanced. You're in such close proximity of one another, and you're seeing each other on a regular basis. So from that perspective, it's a good opportunity to sort of get to know one another and see each other outside of football, but in football, if you see what I mean. That said, obviously travel restrictions limit how close you can be and the comforts that you can have. So, but do you know what? Probably like everybody, we've just adapted to it. We get on with it, and I think what's really important at this time is to be grateful that we're allowed to continue playing football. So whilst there may be a few moans in there, myself included, to the general manager on a regular basis, what we can't forget, as I said, is that we're in a really fortunate position to be playing football. And so I'm sure that we just, as I said, adapt to the situation as best we can, and enjoy the football and everything that comes with that whilst we've got that opportunity.
In terms of the squad, a few training sessions to go, of course, before the weekend, but how's kind of the team looking at the moment?
Team's looking fit. We've had greater opportunity to spend on the pitch. And I don't know if it's a good thing for us as coaches, but it's not so good for the players, whilst they're always asking for more time on the pitch. I saw the results last week, and one of our players, out of the 3 sessions that we do, covered almost 44 kilometres, which is probably pushing him to extreme. So we've been told off for that, and we need to just quieten that down a little bit this week. That said, we're getting really precious time on the pitch. Given the circumstances, and training in and around obviously Blackburn Rovers, so more facilities have been opened up for access to us, so it's good for us to be able to do that. The squad are looking healthy and fit, albeit we have several players on return from COVID, a couple that are still potentially out and obviously need to return to training following the various stages. But again, like every squad, we have to adapt and be flexible, and that's what we'll do. And on Sunday, all being well, I'm looking forward to the game, number one, and number two, to provide opportunities for players that potentially have been kept out in our run of good form leading up to Christmas. Those that are, bursting for an opportunity to get into the starting 11, and then to sort of solid that starting position up. So it's exciting to be able to look at providing those opportunities for players.